Today I decided to try henna on my eyebrows. I have been drawing on my eyebrows since the beginning of time, and I've been wanting to try this for a while, so I figured today was the day. I ordered the Henna Application Henna Brow Kit through Hive Beauty, and this is the kit. This is everything that came in the kit except for my little wax pot over there. These are the additional things that I got for myself with it, like the mixer, the nano mister. I think that's it. So we start this video with Maple over there in punishment. She was chasing one of the cats, so she gets punished for that when that happens. Moving on, so yeah, this is me. I have no eyebrows. These are the two colors that I initially decided to combine. They seemed like they would be a good mix for me, and then I actually ended up changing my mind because I decided to go with a more cool color to mix the beige with, since I consider my skin a little bit warm. Wanted to offset that warmth a little bit. Let me know if you disagree. I'm here for it. But yeah, so this is the other one that I decided to use instead of the warmer mixture. So we start out here by doing this little alkaline bath that Henna Application provides in their kits. It's really cool. I guess it's something that a lot of these henna kits don't offer. I could go into more detail about it and what it's for, but there is no time in this video. So yeah, it was dripping down my face, and I wasn't prepared for that because obviously you usually do this on somebody else and they're already laying down. And yeah, so this is just how things go for me all the time. So then you use the little spoolie and you kind of just like, you know, do a little of that. A little of that action. You know, just get it in there, get it in your skin. And then we wipe. And then that happened. I don't know why I thought that eyeliner this winged was a good idea for this type of video, but it is what it is. We're all okay. So this string, it's mapping string, and it comes pre-colored. So a lot of us in the PMU world use this string, but like we color it with eyeshadow or a pencil or something like that. I've never used this pre-colored string before, and let me tell ya, I was in for a surprise because it is potent. This is basically the mapping process. So in permanent makeup, this is something that's done before we get started so that we can determine, you know, how we want the brows to look. It gives us a map to work within. So I'm just kind of more so doing this just to show the mapping process and how it would be done. Since, as I mentioned, I color my eyebrows in all the time anyway, I didn't really need to do this. I knew how I wanted them to look, but you'll see soon that it ends up destroying my entire face, and I ended up just taking it off anyway. But enjoy the mapping process as I struggle my way through it and smear it all over my face. Yeah, enjoy. That's also not to say that the string isn't great. I mean, look at it, it works awesome, but I would just recommend not using your hands with it because it doesn't come off the hands very well. So I would recommend using one of those little tools that holds the string so that you don't actually have to touch it. Yeah, so these are my gloves. I was not kidding about that, and this is me realizing that it does not come off of the gloves at all. And now I'm wondering if it's gonna come off my face. But it did come off my face. So yeah, I decided to take it all off because as you can see, it was just a big mess. But now we do the outline. So I do this every single day anyway. You can kind of see there a little bit where my old permanent makeup was, but you know, barely. So we do this whole outline so that we know like kind of the parameters that we want to work in. I was being a little conservative, I think, because they ended up a lot smaller than I normally draw them on. So that's fine, we can always try it again next time. I've been having this issue lately where I feel like they're never the way that I want them to look. And like, it's like my face has changed shapes. Like I swear my face is lopsided. One side of my mouth is up higher, one eyebrow is up higher. There's just no fixing it. So acceptance is what I've chosen. All right, do you see that? Do you see how uneven they look? Like, I know that they're not supposed to be twins, they're sisters, but they look like distant cousins. Whatever. So this is some primer that I bought. It's basically just to make this really foolproof. So I probably could have just stuck with the white outline, but I decided to just be really extra about it and put this primer on too, just to make sure that, you know, there's no mistaking where I want these eyebrows to be, and there sure isn't. So there's really no need to watch me do both brows. I'm pretty sure I cut this off after this brow because why would you want to sit here and watch me do this? It's not why you came here. So just know that I do the same thing on the next eyebrow. Nipples free. She's off punishment. Alright, so this is me mixing up the henna. So what Hennatition recommends is using a pea-size amount. I don't know, I guess I don't know what peas look like or how big they are because I put equal parts of each color in there. And then, as you can see, that's my sterile water. I did exactly 3 drops. 3 drops. And then I mixed it up, and it is way too watery, as you can see. So the consistency needs to be more closer to paste. So I just added a bunch more henna. Don't do what I did. Just that's what I did for this video. So now you want to be able to tip the cap upside down and have it not spill, and that's where we're at. So now we can get started. I got another one of these little angled brushes from Hive Beauty. One came with the Hennatition kit and one I got separately so that I could use one for the primer and one for the Hennatition. And I'm sorry that that edge is out of the screen. There we go. So yeah, basically I just super carefully lined the brow, kind of the way I did with the white pencil. Just within the parameters, obviously. It still felt a little bit more liquidy than I thought it was supposed to, but it all worked out and it wasn't dripping off my face, so it's fine. That spot aggravates me. Alright, so let's just zoom through this here. If you're a perfectionist like me, and which you should be if you're doing something like this that can last up to a month, then you should take your time. Make sure you stay within the map that you drew. Now the tails you want to be the darkest, so that's why I start there. Henna Application recommends starting there anyway, but I keep the most density in the tail of the brow, and then I lighten things up a little bit as I get towards the bulb of the brow. So I just want to point out that I am not a certified Henna Application trainer yet. I plan to take the course and, you know, get all the official documents once this whole quarantine is over. But for the time being, this was just something that I felt like, you know, I'm sitting at home, so let me try it out. I do permanent makeup anyway, so this is not something that Henna Application recommends doing without taking the formal training. So there's my disclaimer. Now there's my nano mister. So once the brows dry up, then they recommend using the nano mister to re-moisten the henna, because I guess it like reactivates it. That nano mister is no joke. I'm gonna do this one. And so I did this a couple times with each brow, and I just kind of like built it up a little bit more. I don't know, I always feel like they look completely different from one another, so I could just sit there all day and continue to add a little bit here, a little bit there. So now I am going to take the bulb of the brow off, because I don't want it to be super dark or squared off right there. I want it to kind of fade off like an ombre type look. But then I wiped it off, and I wasn't really satisfied with the amount of saturation that I had at that point. So I kind of just right there tried to make a decision. Should I put more on? Should I leave it? And obviously this is what I decided, because I tend to do my eyebrows relatively dark, I guess, compared to how they actually naturally are. That's just the way I like to do them. So this side looked like it saturated a little bit better there than the other side, if you can see that. Yeah, that thing was really hard to turn off. So now here I do this in permanent makeup a lot to check and see if my lines have gone into the skin. So I just do take a little bit off the tail just to check on the progress. As you can see there, I didn't see too much of a stain, so I decided to add that back on. Mist again. Now every time you see me doing this mist, the brows are completely dried before I do it. So now at the end, I just decided to bust out the fan, dry these bad boys up so that I could get this show on the road. All right, moment of truth. That is literally just a piece of paper towel that is damp. So you want to hold it on there, get the henna nice and damp, and then you can take it off easier. Okay, okay. There she is. Sorry if you can hear the really sad ASPCA commercial that is in my background right now. The cat is laying on the remote, which is ironic. Boom. So pumped with how this turned out. Absolutely love it. I mean, I heard that this brand was amazing. I just wasn't sure what to expect, being my first time trying it. I am pumped. Yeah. Alright, so now I decided to do a little wax. Not that there is much hair there. Honestly, I couldn't tell you the last time I waxed or removed any type of hair from my eyebrows. It's probably been at least 6 months. I just don't grow a lot of hair. And it's a great thing for the body, not a great thing for the head, but you know. So I'm pretty much just pretending here to do this wax because, let's be real, there's no hair there. But let me show you the pretend hair that, I think a couple little pieces of hair came off on there. Just clean that up. Get the little stragglers on this side. My boyfriend dancing with the dog. Do a lot of dancing around here. I think I have like one hair there. Easily could have been tweezed. But you know what? I'm like, let me show off my waxing skills. I am a newly licensed esthetician, so, let me have my fun. Boom. See you later, single stray hair. And this, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I don't have hair there. There's no hair there. And you're supposed to apply the wax in the direction of the hair. There's no hair there, so who knows what direction anything is going. And you're supposed to rip this off in the opposite direction, but as I mentioned, no hair. Don't come for me, please, for ripping it off the wrong way. So basically, I just gave myself a giant red spot for no reason because I was trying to be extra. But whatever. All in all, I love the way it came out. Oh right, I'm doing this little makeup thing that I've literally never done before in my life to my eyebrows, but I see people doing it all the time after they get their eyebrows done. So I was like, you know what? Let me see what all this fuss is about. And I guess it defined them a little bit more. Other than that, I don't really see a point to it. And there we go, ladies and gents. All done. So these are the final results. Red spot on my forehead and all. This is hours later, so I really did that for no reason. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out. So I'll say once again, I'm a licensed esthetician. I have already worked with one of the trainers at Henna Application. Well, not worked with her, but we've spoken, and it's in the works for me to take the training at some point. So soon to come, stay tuned. Thanks for watching.